wanting to start a business and you're like, hey, I don't even know what I'm going to start, girl, I've got you. A mum, a future boss mum, I've got you. I have gone out and I have done research upon research to find out, okay, what is the most profitable businesses that mums can start with £0 input. It's just like, we want to start right now. We don't need excuses to get in the way if we don't have enough money. Things as well that don't take a lot of time and energy, because obviously as a mum, we know that we don't have all the time and we're tired, okay? We are tired, but we want to increase our finances. We want to create the life of our dreams. Let's not leave money on the table. I have got 8 business ideas for you, okay? I personally I think my favorite one is going to be number 8. So stick around for number 8 because it's my favorite. It's the easiest. I think it is a no-brainer to start this business, but let's get into it. Remember, when I do give you business ideas, I always advise that you go away and do some market research upon the niche that you're going to incorporate into this business. It is key because market research is how we make sales. So remember, do the market research. I'll give you the idea, you add the niche and you do the market research for this. It's a win. The situation is a win. So let's get into it with business number 1. Okay, a print on demand service. No, it's not oversaturated. No, it's not nonsense. If it's done correctly, it is an absolute win. Okay, so if we go to websites like Printify, okay, they provide things like t-shirts, mugs, baby vests, tote bags, and so on. I even saw recently they started to do candles as well. So those could be personalized. But anyway, the idea of a print on demand is that you don't need a supplier. You don't need to sit on stock in your house. You go over to Canva, you create a design, whatever that may be, okay? You need to obviously have a niche. I wouldn't say try to do everything because we want people to know exactly what we're providing. Let's say, is it apparel for children? Is it apparel for mums? Whatever it is it matching tees for parents and children? Whatever it is, stick in that lane. Start with just that thing. Become known for that thing. And then once you're known for that thing, go out, go all out. You can do more things. But remember, it's so much easier to market when we have one niche, we have one target market. Okay, so my idea, I'm going to tell you how. So I'm not just giving you the business idea, I'm telling you how as well. So you go over to Canva, you've chosen your niche. Let's just say it's children's clothes. We aren't going to stick trucks and monkeys and all of that stuff and, you know, zebra, whatever it is. We're not going to do any of that and stick those onto the tops. We're not going to do that. We are going to be really aesthetic. We're going to put some quotes, some affirmations, even, you know, if you're a particular religion, go ahead and put on some scriptures on there, but make them look good. Use nice fonts that can be read as well, but make it look good. Not too much, you know, not too much. Less is more. Try to stick to maybe some like neutral colors, or if you're going to go with some pastel colors, try to make it look like the parent would want their child to wear that out, to go out, you know. I honestly think that we are over sometimes, some parents anyway, I know I'm over like the castles and the cars and the trucks and all of that. I sometimes want my children to wear things that have got good meaning to them. They typically wear plain t-shirts and stuff, but if I am going to buy t-shirts and all, and I know that there are a lot of parents out there that feel the same because I've seen it, I've heard it, and they're like, hey, we want less. We don't want a whole, if your child is going through a phase and they're like, hey, I love jungle animals, or I love sea animals and whatnot, fine. But then they're going to get to a point and you just want them to wear like a top that maybe has some meaning, like future young king, future young queen, or whatnot. Just go with something and stick with that. Get known for that. But like I said, do the market research first. So you've designed this thing in Canva and then you've taken it over to Printful. The idea is that you will choose all the sizes that you want. You will then upload it to whichever provider you are choosing to ship that out. Well, just really to be the middleman between you. So you're the designer, then there's the middleman, which is your website, which you're choosing, and then there's going to be Printify, and they send it out for you. So they're the people that create it. They only need, and you can actually have a look on Printify, and you can have a look at the websites that you can just automatically link it. So once it's ordered, the order goes straight to Printify. There is nothing else for you to do apart from design. That is not a lot of work, okay? Tell me that isn't a win. Tell me that you couldn't just do that and design once the kids have gone to bed and you've got a spare 30 minutes in the evening, you could design 2 t-shirts. Okay, let's go. And even if you're great at art as well, get some of your art on t-shirts. Business number 2, ebooks. Right, don't all come at the screen like, hey, ebooks are like overplayed and whatnot. No, we're going to do this in a particular way. So ebooks and self-publishing. We're not just going to do it as ebooks. I would definitely recommend becoming, we're looking at Amazon KDP here because we don't need any money to start with Amazon KDP. It's only a starting place. Now, once you get known and you're getting the sales and you have good revenue, move on to a publisher so that you can keep more of your money, because we do know that Amazon takes some of your money, but it's a great starting place. If you're like, I've got £0, but do you know what? I'm an aspiring writer. Do you know what? I actually always wanted to write children's books, or I wanted to write my own novel or whatnot. It's a great starting place, okay? So you can either do that in the form of an ebook and a self-publishing, or just self-publishing, which is obviously what Amazon KDP do. My quick idea for that would be a series of books, a series of children's books, teaching children something, okay? Like teaching them, I don't know what you might want to do, one on table manners, one on potty training, whatever it is, being kind to your siblings. You could create a series of books and be known for that. Once you're known for that and you're making the sales, like I said, move away from KDP and then get yourself a publisher and get yourself the books made so you can keep the money. That means that they're sitting on stock, but you will be well known for it by the time you get to that point. Okay, this is a fantastic one because there's so many different add-ons that you can do with this. Like with the ebooks, you could do like coloring pages and all of that stuff. There's so many more add-ons that you could do. Okay, business number 3. Okay, stock photography and videos. Okay, so if you're a great photographer and a videographer, you don't have to be this as in like I've got the certificate, I've been to university, I've done that. You just have to be really good at photography and video. Like I said before, choose a target audience. A lot of small businesses don't know what to post, and then I don't know what to record and what to post. I just want to get the information out there. That's all I want to do. And yes, there are a lot of spaces that they can get them, but that we get to a point where we're tired of using cups of coffee or seasides and things like that. We get to a point where we're like, hey, we don't want to do that. Think about this. If you had done, you know, there's you've chosen the niche of mum creators, and you choose like toddler foods to record, and because you're really good at that, you're good at food photography, and you chose just to record videos on toddler foods, then there's a mum creator who wants to give tips and tricks about the kind of toddler foods that you should be offering. All they have to do is put their information on top. That is a great niche to put up, because there are also lots of mum creators coming out and they're like, I don't know what to record, I don't know what to do, I just want to get out there. They could buy a bundle from you of videos and photos, and then they could use that as their content. They just needed to put the text on top in order to deliver their information, whatever that may be. You just sell the bundle, okay? And that is a free thing to set up, because you're just taking your videos and your photos and you're selling them as bundles. That there, for me, it's a win, okay? And you can choose pretty much any niche. Just try not to, obviously, a lot of them you need subscriptions for, so maybe you could be a little bit different than that and then sell bundles that you don't need a subscription for, okay? And business number 4, a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel, like, I'm watching you on YouTube. The majority of times, I have been watching YouTube for years, and for years on end, 98% of the time, I come across a YouTube channel. It is an American YouTube channel, and I have nothing against that, but guys, let's not leave money on the table. We're here in the UK. I made this list specifically for those who are here in the UK, because I see that a lot of those videos are made for those in the USA. And listen, we can make money too. We can do this thing too. A YouTube channel is fantastic. Think about what it is that you want to share with people. Are you cooking? Are you cleaning? What is it that you want to share with people? Is it just your day-to-day life? And, you know, you feel like, oh, actually, it's be really interesting. You can pair that up with a TikTok, because if you do long form on YouTube and then cut it down to share the shorter form on TikTok, you're doubling it up there. Now, you're like, how am I even going to make money with that? Yes, you will have to wait a while until you get to monetizing that. But before that, think about how you can sell a digital product within that. Think about how you can add affiliate marketing within that, Amazon affiliates. Think about other ways of making money, a blog that you could attach to that. There are ways that you can make money before having to wait until you get to the monetizing stage. So go forward with it. Honestly, don't leave the money on the table. It's free. Turn on your camera, record what you want to record, learn how to edit, and run with it. Okay? Run with it. Business number 5, digital products. People are like, oh, no, digital products. Please don't ignore it. Don't sleep on it. Just don't. Digital products are absolutely fantastic if you research them well. Now, over in the Boss Mom University, I am forever teaching the students on how to create digital products that sell. We're going to research how to make them profitable. We're going to fill these digital products with value. There are a list of digital products and not just ebooks. There is a huge list of digital products that you could sell in different niches. It's a great way to make money, okay, and share your knowledge. I will forever sing the song about digital products. We are in a digital world. People always want to learn something, and they don't always want to have to go to a bookshop to go and buy books or search the worldwide internet just to find things. If you create the, whatever common sense is to you and you teach them, because remember, some things are common sense to us, but not common sense to other people. And they're like, I just want to learn how to do that. So whatever is common sense to you, you could teach them that thing. It could be anything, okay? Anything. Honestly, breastfeeding tips and tricks, cooking and cleaning. You hear me say that a lot because it's just automatically what comes to my brain when I think about me and what I would teach if I was going to do something like that. Organization, how to work in tech, resume, how to get the great CV. There are so many things that you could teach, okay? So many things that you could teach. Parenting, relationship advice, whatnot. There are so many things, and then you could create a digital product on it, and then you could sell that. It makes money. I am living proof of that it genuinely makes money. It's something I've done. It's something I've been fantastic at. So yes, I would always tell people to do so. Okay, business number 6, okay? Blogging. You're like, oh my God. Blogging is so easy right now because we have AI. We have our good friend ChatGPT, okay? And he is out there and he's creating blogs for people. You need to be so specific when you're asking him to make your blog for you, because obviously you're like, right, I've got 10 minutes and whatnot. You ask him really specifically what you want him to write the blog about. Then you proofread that and then you edit it and you make it sound like you and you add your own expertise in it because then you make it yours. But it's great that he's giving you a great blog that's, but it's not full because it's not got your knowledge in it. So you then have to edit it and make sure it has your knowledge in it. Okay, so run to blogging, and then once the way that you would sell via your blogging, so you're like, how would I make money? Again, you could add affiliates, you could add sponsors. There are so many companies, if you're going to talk about their company and they will pay you to make blogs about their company. Again, digital products, you could lead that into your blog, and you can make money that way. You could talk about something, and then at the end of it, like, right, this is the recipe book. This is the guide to do that. This is the template to do that. But you would have written about it and, sold it within the blog post. Okay. Business number, where did we get to? I think that we're on number 7. Okay. Number 7. This one here is a little bit more, you have to kind of sit on stock. But I've seen people do it, and I've seen them be really good at it, and I've seen them make money. Okay, so I was scrolling on Uber Eats the other day, and I came across a name, I can't remember what it was, and it just said convenience store. And what they were selling in the convenience store were things that you would forget at breakfast time. And it was just all the bits and pieces that you would forget at breakfast time, whether it be the bread, the milk, and whatnot. Now, my spin on this, how you could do this and make it successful. If you are a baker and you know how to make bread, croissant, pain au chocolat, all of those things, you make them the night before. In the morning, you sell breakfast bundles and boxes. Get yourself out there, known in your local area. People will order. People love fresh things for breakfast. Homemade cereals, all of that stuff, and get yourself onto Uber Eats. I've spoke about this over on my TikTok before. Homemade cereals, where it's healthier the people who are like, okay, I don't actually want to give my children these cereal, from the cereals from the shop anymore, or I don't want to buy the bread with the preservatives. That audience is growing more and more and more every day. So this business here, this isn't even one that you need to go and find the niche. You just need to know that you're good at baking or cooking or whatever it is that you can make. And I genuinely think that a breakfast store on Uber Eats would be fantastic, because the only thing you're doing is making it. The Uber Eats delivery driver comes here and he picks it up and then off he goes. It is a win. I think it's fantastic. And even if you're like, I don't want to really make the things, go to your wholesalers and make breakfast bundle things so that people can just order from your convenience store. I think that us as parents, this morning, I had run out of pressed apple juice, and I was like, well, there's no pressed apple juice, guys. So we aren't going to have any of that. I think it's a fantastic thing. I would have ordered if I had had a convenience store like that around us, but we actually don't have something like that here. The one that we did have, like the one I had mentioned, actually didn't sell the apple juice that we would normally drink. But yeah, I think it would be a great idea to get something like that out there. I remember being in, I've seen it before in Paris, I've seen it before in the south of France, and this truck would come out in the morning and he would be selling baguettes and sausages and the fresh juices and all of that stuff, and everybody would come outside and line up. It was like an ice cream van but for breakfast, and everybody would come outside and we would get what we need. It was fantastic. I was like, why don't we have that? I know we've had milkmen and things like that, but the fresh bread, the bread would be delicious. He'd have cheeses, he would have like sausage meats and all of that stuff, and the juice was always freshly pressed. That there is even another business idea. Buy an ice cream truck. I know that one's not a £0 one, but if you ever had the revenue, or you maybe wanted to start as a convenience store online and then you built up the revenue later on and you bought an ice cream truck and you turned that into like a breakfast truck that went around in the morning, I'd hear that and come running out of my house, shoot out of my door for that. So great idea. Now, my favorite one. My absolute favorite business idea that you can start with £0, okay? This one here. I have got friends who do this. I am part of these kind of, I'm going to tell you what it is, okay? Create an online community or a membership, okay? You're like, oh, but you have to have a website. I am part of 2 memberships, and none of them have their own website. One is held on Facebook in a private Facebook group. The other one is held on Instagram in a private Instagram. And I pay £20 for one and I pay £15 for the other one. And yes, they're very niche and they're very specific to my business. Let me just run these calculations by you, because I need to tell you, I went into the one that I paid £20 for because I wanted to be able to give you guys the figures here. Now, I paid £20. She makes 2 videos a week, sometimes even 1. And then she'll come on live every now and then. And that's exclusive to this community, okay? Sometimes she gives us templates and whatnot, but I can see that it's not tons of hours that this is taking her, okay? So, this amazing woman charges £20. She has got roughly 750 women or men, people, okay, in her group, and 15k is what she's taking away per month for a private Instagram group, just teaching what she knows. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The other one, she charges £15 a month and she has about 200 people in her group. So it's a little less because she actually has been running, it's only been about a year now. So yeah, here we are a year later. That is £3,000 a month just from the group. And that one in particular, she goes live once a week for about 20 minutes. And then you can kind of post in there, and we're a community and we'll talk to each other. We get a recipe of the, because this is a food-based one, and you get a recipe of the month that she will type up and then just pop in the group. I'm here for it. She's teaching us the things as well on how she became successful in her particular food group. I do events, so my groups are based on like creating events and things that, you know, events need. So yes, it is a fantastic thing to do. Absolutely fantastic. What are you good at? create a community of people that want to learn this, okay? And charge them a small amount. Set it up via PayPal, and they pay the PayPal, they send you their email address, and you let them into your Facebook or your Instagram. Just, you know, I honestly can't see how that one is at a loss. It's an absolutely amazing one. Even that one, I'm just like, hey, I think I may do this one myself. But you have to be passionate about whatever it is. You know, whenever I give you guys a business idea, it has to be something you're passionate about. Don't just look at it and be like, oh, this is just the figures, this is the numbers, and I just want to get rich and I want to get rich quick, because you will end up hating it later on, okay? I want you to love your life. I want you to create the life of your dreams. I want you to become a boss mom, but a happy boss mom. So I want you to create something you're passionate about. All of the business ideas that I just gave you, choose a niche that you're passionate about and incorporate one of these businesses, okay? It honestly is a no-brainer. There is no excuse as to why you can't start a business today and then scale onto something later on if you want to do something different. But right now you're like, I've got £0, but I want to make more money. Go ahead and make more money. Go ahead and start something and work on it and be great. Go ahead and completely change your life. Do something you never even dreamed you could do. Buy a new house. I mean, I know it's not going to happen tomorrow, but with the work and the time and the effort, it will happen. Your life will change as long as you put your foot on the gas and you don't stop going. You're like, I'm getting to that destination and I'm going to slam my foot on that gas and I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to put my foot on the brakes at any given time. Choose one of these business ideas, okay? And then go with it. If you're like, one of these business ideas weren't fantastic for me, they actually didn't work for me, I actually have the ultimate list of business ideas for mums. Go ahead and grab your copy. The link is in the description. I want you to be successful, future business mom. I want you to create the life of your dreams. I want you to be the yes mom. Your child says, can we go here? Yes. I want you to be like, I'm debt free. I want you to be like, oh, I can have a look at these houses now. I can look at that car. I want you to completely change your life. So go. Get your bag, future boss mom.